Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome inside Rink 2 of the Bill Gray's Ice Complex here on the campus of Monroe Community College in Rochester, New York. A large site for hockey, and your site for this weekend's Junior Women's Hockey League tournament that's taking place here in Rochester, New York. And tonight we have a matchup between two U-16 squads, the first of which is the Little Caesars U-16 squad from the Detroit area, and the U-16 squad, the Washington Pride. Both of these teams serving as the concluding match, we'll put it, of tonight's contest for the U-16 squads. The only remaining game tonight will be an 8-10 game featuring the Ottawa Lady 67s and the U-19 Little Caesars squad on Rink 3. You can catch that game on our live feeds, JWHL.org, and once completed, archived at our YouTube page by searching JWHL at youtube.com. My name is Josh Aldrin. I'm here to bring you all the action tonight between these two U-16 squads. We're just a few minutes away from the opening puck drop. Both teams, as you can probably see, getting some last-minute warm-ups in. A little bit backed up on this particular rink. This game was scheduled to start at 7:30. We'll have a little bit of a delay this evening, but both of these teams are just going to finish up their warm-ups, and we'll be ready to get underway shortly here. It's been a busy weekend of hockey here at the Bill Gray's Ice Complex. A lot of exciting games, last-second goals, clutch plays, exciting plays, really, just all the way around between and shown by really all of the teams. I know I've had a fun time calling some of these games, and if you've had to listen to me before and you don't like me, I apologize. If you've enjoyed listening to me, I'm glad you did. Hope that I can bring you some more joy on this Saturday evening. As I said, the Washington Pride and Little Caesars squad's getting ready to drop the puck in just a few minutes here. We are down here ice level. I am currently standing in the Little Caesars penalty box, so I'll serve as both the play-by-play commentator tonight and the Little Caesars penalty box attendant. A bit of a double lifestyle here on Rink 2, and I can tell you down here on ice level we are indeed waiting for a clock manager to arrive, and there appears to be some sort of a delay maybe with the official game reports, but the plan is to start in just a couple minutes. The referees are here, they're ready to go, so we are going to be ready for hockey in just a few minutes here. Both teams getting some last-minute drills in. Little Caesars appearing to do a bit of a dump-and-chase offense drill. And actually the Washington Pride appearing to do basically the exact same thing. So a couple teams that seem to think alike, and we'll see if they can put similar products out on the ice this evening. Well, fans, as we have a minute here before we get started, as I've said already, I hope you've enjoyed listening to all of the games that you might have been listening to this weekend on our live streams. We hope you've enjoyed listening to some of our commentating, enjoyed watching the games, enjoyed watching some exciting and well-played hockey. And as I said, all the games, both the ones finishing up right now, the ones about to get started, and the one coming later, those are all found on the live streams at jwhl.org and can be found once they're archived on our YouTube page. And you can find that YouTube page by searching JWHL at youtube.com. Once you're there, we implore you to please subscribe to our YouTube channel. It will cost you nothing, but it'll still allow us to bring you and to continue to bring you the very best of the Junior Women's Hockey League, both this weekend and beyond. And just to give you a little more information, we do have more games coming up tomorrow morning of this 3-day tournament here in Rochester, New York. Games will kick off at 7:45 Eastern Time tomorrow morning, and the final puck drops will be right around 12:45 12:30, 12:45 Eastern Time tomorrow. So plenty more hockey action tomorrow morning for you to catch. but there's still some hockey left to be played tonight. The teams are finishing up their warm-ups here at Rink 2. The Washington Pride sporting the black, gold, and white, and the Little Caesar squad sporting the orange, white, and baby blue uniforms. Both teams going into their last-minute huddles, getting each other psyched up for what should be a pretty entertaining hockey match this evening, I would venture to guess.
Oh, you don't have them? Thanks.
And both teams have now broken out of their huddles, getting some last-minute tips now from the coaching staffs. And it would appear as though we're just about ready to get underway. We do indeed have a timekeeper, and the game reports appear to be in order now. So we are, in fact, ready for hockey action this evening. Yeah. And the referees are seemingly ready to go here. The Washington Pride have sent their starters out. Little Caesars has followed suit, and we are ready for hockey action this evening, live from Rochester, New York. I'm excited for this one and hope you are too. Opening puck drop. Sees the puck get poked back into the Washington Pride defensive zone where they'll have to retreat. Yamaguchi trying to get rid of it for her team. She's pressed there, though, by Little Caesars. And it's McCullough with the shot. She turns around, takes the shot. That one is saved, though. Starting goaltender for the Washington Pride is Allison Toth. And in goal for the Little Caesar squad will be Natalie Ferens tonight as Washington brings it into the zone. Turnover there, though. Sees Little Caesars go back the other way, but not very long. Now Washington coming back up the ice. McLaughlin trying to get something going for her squad, but Little Caesars does a nice job of pressing her defensively. They go back the other way now. Peeling off is Clemens. She lost the puck now back to center ice. Where Regal can gather it. She works it back to her defensive partner, George. Chips it up on the boards looking for Luff. Washington there to intercept. Go back the other way, though. Lenny working into the slot. Takes the shot on net. Blocker down there. Scramble in front. Nothing seemingly coming of it for the Washington Pride. Little Caesars trying to get it out of their own zone now. It's chipped back into the corner. Ralph giving chase for it. She still has it. Peeling around the net. Tried to throw one in front. That one never really got there. Washington's still trying to get something going here. It was Lenny trying to work her way into the slot, but it's intercepted and sent back the other way by Little Caesars. Washington now trying to carry it back ahead. They don't get very far. It's Luff picking it off for Little Caesars. She goes back into the zone. Takes the shot. Save there. Toth with a good save for the Pride. Puck comes back to the point to George. George takes the point shot. That one never got through. Got blocked down in front by Craven. And she goes away the other way. Chips it in the corner. Goes after it herself. Battles for it there. It's George who pokes it ahead for Little Caesars. Not very far. As the Pride retake the puck. Now McCullough with it for Little Caesars along the boards. She's kind of battling away for it. It's Robbins that comes away and chips it into her own corner. Puck swung around the boards to George. She chips it up to Luff. Luff will clear it ahead to McCullough. McCullough all by herself taking on all 5 Washington Pride. Doesn't end well for her. Now it's chipped back into the Little Caesars, Little Caesars defensive zone. And now we're going to have a whistle as that puck was played down with a high stick, and that one will come all the way back down into the Washington Pride defensive area. My apologies. It will come all the way down to the Little Caesars defensive area, which makes sense since they were the last ones to touch it up. Bear with me here, folks. Defensive zone draw to the right of Ferentz. Little Caesars with the puck in the corner with McCullough. She works it up on the board to Jang. Jang backhand pass, finds Clemens. Clemens with a nice move to get in. She's got some speed. Clemens trying to work into the slot, lost it a bit. Now regains it in the corner. Battling for it there with Scavato of the Pride. Now McCullough comes away with it. She's looking for an option. Peels back, heads towards the corner. Pivots, try to leave it there for Clemens. Clemens now battling for it. Puck comes free into the slot. Now the Pride are there to intercept and go back the other way. It's Voss going back. She'll dump it in, give chase after it. Bump there by Garby. Komorowski trying to get it up the boards for Little Caesars. Now it's Clemens coming back with some speed. And here goes Clemens. She goes flying up in the neutral zone. Clemens drives to the net, and she scores! Well, what an individual effort from Rayla Clemens. She goes coast to coast, turns on the afterburners, and puts her squad up 1-0. Folks, I got the chance to watch her play yesterday, and she is one of the fastest skaters in this tournament, without a doubt, and she showed it there. Putting the Little Caesars squad up 1-0 with 13:30 left to go here in the first period. Little Caesars looking for more, but the Pride are making sure that doesn't happen right at the moment. Going back the other way is McLaughlin. Drives wide, gets the puck poked away from her. Now it's Sims trying to take it back for Little Caesars. The Pride's still able to keep it in the zone, though. Puck comes all the way to Ferentz, and she'll just smother that one for the faceoff. Faceoff will now be to the left of goalie Natalie Ferentz, who is in fact a University of Vermont commit. She'll be headed up to Vermont for college. It's Sims coming back the other way for Little Caesars. Her breakout pass got intercepted, however. McLaughlin trying to get away there, but she ends up turning it over to Luff. Luff takes the shot. That's kicked into the corner by Toth. With it now, Sims. She's still got it. She'll wheel all the way back towards her own zone. Little Caesars will look to build from right about their blue line now. George trying to work ahead, but it's intercepted by Little Caesar, or by the Pride, excuse me. Coming back the other way is Byram. She takes the shot, kicked away there, and a rebound chance in front of the net. I believe it fell to Ralph's stick, but she's unable to poke it home. Little Caesars trying to work it out of their zone. Washington trying to make sure that doesn't happen. But now Little Caesars able to get it out of the zone. For Washington intercepts right back into the slot here. Turning around is Lenny. Lenny tried to get it to a teammate, could not. Little Caesars going back the other way. Saucer pass up for Hall. Hall corrals it, takes the shot, and that one will be gloved and held by Allison Toth with 11:53 left to go here in the first period. Defensive zone draw for the Pride, and this one will take place to the right of goalie Allison Toth. Komorowski fell over momentarily, able to keep it in the zone, but now coming back the other way are the Pride. Ralph tips one into the slot. That one gets deflected all the way back down into the Pride zone. And it'll be Scavato to give chase. She throws it around the boards to her defensive partner Schuler, who will dish it right back over to Scavato. She'll now chip it up, trying to find a teammate to get it out. Now they finally do get it out of the zone. Coming up the ice is Ralph. She's 1-on-2, goes wide, takes the shot, and that will be grabbed and held. And now finally blown dead by the referee as Ferentz just holds on to that one. It looked like she was getting ready to play the puck, but then she corralled it. Looked like she was going to play it. And then some pressure from the Pride caused her to think otherwise. She threw a glove on top of that one, and we finally have the face-off to her left now in the defensive zone of Little Caesars. They do win the defensive zone draw. Clearing attempt doesn't get out of the zone, though. Kept in there by Yamaguchi. Now Sims takes it behind her own net, trying to get it out for Caesars. Sims will go charging up the right side. Sims trying to take on 3 Pride at once. Drives one into the corner now. That's the Pride there to take it back. Try and go back the other way. Breakout pass. Finds DeHut. And she'll just dump it in, give chase after it with Rowan. George there to recover for Caesars. This one swung around the boards to Hall. Hall dump it out of the zone. Sims tried to give chase. Now Jang in support. She'll get it into the offensive zone for Caesars. And she lost it momentarily now. And now the Pride able to clear the zone. Regal has to retreat back to her on her own blue line. Now a cross-ice pass from George. Finds Hall. She'll retreat a little bit, give it back to Regal. Almost intercepted was that pass from Regal, but nonetheless it gets through, but then a giveaway right in the neutral zone. Sees the Pride take control back of the puck. Puck just kind of going back and forth in the neutral zone at the moment. No team able to get a great handle on it. Well, Caesars now the puck with Regal and up to Hall. Hall will get near center and just dump it in, and that one's going to come all the way back down for icing as she was not quite to the red line yet. We have the game's first icing with 9:42 left to go in the first period. Defensive zone draw for Caesars. Be to the left of goaltender Ferentz. Shot right off the faceoff, pops up in the air off the blocker of Ferentz, and she'll just snag that one, and we'll do it all over again. Caesars takes the puck off the draw with McCullough and up to Clemens. Clemens chips it in, looking to build some of that speed. Clemens tried to drive to the net, just couldn't corral the puck. Nice defensive play by Katie Sarich for the Pride to deny her that chance. McCullough now has it for Caesars. She's trying to do something with it. Swings it back behind the net. Clemens going in after it. Clemens battling for it there along the near side boards. Cross ice pass, and the Pride comes off the boards in the neutral zone, finds Voss. She'll hold. Now she'll dump it in. Go for a change. Let her teammate Cote give chase. It's Garby there to recover for Caesars. She gets it up to Clemens. Passes it across to McCullough. Gives it off to Luff, and she'll carry it into the zone. Luff drives hard to the end line. Luff throws it out in front of the net. Unable to get a stick really on it, though, was McCullough. Before she got knocked down, the puck got thrown into the corner. George now has it to the point. She crosses it to Regal. Regal takes the shot. That one goes wide. Now in the corner. Schuler with it. She works it up to a teammate, McLaughlin. McLaughlin will work it into the zone. Drive to the end line. Battle for it there with Clemens. Or Robbins, rather. My apologies. Now it's the Pride retaking possession of the puck. They'll just dump that in. A couple of them will go for a change. It's George now with it for her squad. She'll dump it into the corner where Hall will grab it for Caesars. Hall's swinging around the boards to the far side. Robbins gets it out of the zone to Sims. Sims plays it down. Now goes charging ahead. Good defensive play there, though, by Scavato to deny Sims of that chance. Sims will now regain. Dump it into the corner for Hall. Hall patiently waiting. Passes it up back up to the point of George. George will fling one towards the net. Excuse me. That one never made it. Now it's the Pride coming back the other way as Moeller dumps it into the corner and gives chase after it. She's tied up there by George. Sims now going after it. She works it free, and Sims will go free with Robbins. Sims and Robbins working ahead. Robbins back to Sims. Sims drives to the end line. Sims tried to make a move in front. Instead goes behind the net. Sims still with the puck now. She'll go all the way back to the blue line. Sims looking for something to do with it. She'll dump it into the corner where Garby will go back after it. Garby tried to clear it back to Sims. Fan on it, though. Caesar still with the puck. It's Jang. Jang works it free, works it into the slot. Now here comes Clemens out of nowhere to grab the puck. She throws a backhand in front of the net. That one deflects wide. and deflected back to where it came from. Now the Pride trying to take it back out. Jang and Ralph collide in there, slow down Ralph just enough, and we're going to have an offside call on the Washington Pride. .6:45 left to go here in the first period. Face off right in front of the Caesars bench, sees them come away with it. Now it's up to Clemens, and she'll go charging ahead after it with the puck. Clemens drives, throws one into the slot. Tied up there was Jang. Nice back check there from Madeline Craven, denied Jang of getting her stick on the puck. Caesars still trying to keep it in. Pride trying to work it out. They finally will. Craven doing a good job of that. Now it's the Pride going, charging back forward. Little worm to work. A good shot there from DeHut. That one's steered aside, though, by Ferentz. DeHut again going after it. She throws one sort of near the net. Instead goes behind, around the boards. Garby in there for Caesars, trying to dig it out. She'll work it around the boards to Komorowski. Will work it up to Jang. Jang will chip a backhand forward to McCullough. McCullough tried to chip it right by Tingley, but Tingley made sure that wouldn't happen. Now the Pride coming back the other way. Again, DeHut works into the slot, takes the shot, steered into the corner by Ferentz. Now a pass right into the slot. Shot there goes high from Craven. She was shooting for that high blocker side, but that one just went over the top of the net. Cote trying to clear it in for the Pride. They'll instead have the puck back in neutral ice. They'll try and chip it ahead and do something with it, but Garby's there to intercept it along the blue line. Work up ahead for her team. Luff now has it. She finds Robbins. Robbins trying to corral the puck in the slot. Can't quite at the moment. Now Hall gives that chase after it in the corner. Robbins will throw it back to the corner. Or excuse me, Regal was trying to throw it back to the corner, but was offsides. Now Regal doing a good job of poking the puck away on the Pride rush. Caesars trying to recover the puck and clear it out of their own end. Hall will make sure that happens. Up to Regal, and it's a 2-on-2 here. Regal and Luff for Caesars. Regal will fire the shot on net. Toth will snag that one with the glove, and we'll have a face-off to her right. Some good back-and-forth action so far. Both teams getting some quality looks in front of goal. So far, though, only Little Caesars has something to show for it on the one-man effort play from Rayla Clemens. Sims trying to work it free in the slot for Caesars. She has it now. She'll chip it ahead to Regal. Regal will take the shot, snared again by Toth. And we'll get another defensive zone face-off for the Pride. Face off to the right of Toth. Pride trying to come away with it. Battle for it along the far side board. See Sims comes away with it for Caesars. She'll wheel around in the corner, send it back in the point to Regal. We'll send it back into Sims. Sims will switch with her at the point. Dump it down to the circle with Clemens. Clemens will leave it for George. Chipped in the slot by Sims. Clemens couldn't get back there in time. Now it's Langebach going the other way for the Pride. Sims wheeling around in her own zone, trying to work it out. Come all the way around. Clemens missed it, and now it's kept in by Langebach. Clemens now grabs it at her own blue line, sends it across to George. George will swing it right back to the other side to Regal. Regal looks to carry it ahead, gives it to Sims. We'll drop it back to Robbins. Caesars will try and build from their own zone. It's Garby now. She goes up towards the neutral zone, loses the puck, however. It's Ralph going back the other way. Garby recovers to take it away from her and send her team back the other way. It's Luff with the puck now. She looks for Robbins, can't find her initially. Now Luff gets the puck back, takes it in the zone herself. Leaves it to the point for Garby. Referee running a little bit of interference there. Puck now chipped into the corner left. Left throws one right out in front of a backhand from McCullough. Stopped there by Toth. Good scoring chance right there for the Caesars squad, as that one gets thrown through the crease, but no one home to do anything about it. Now the puck gets thrown all the way back down into the Caesars zone. It'll be Komorowski to corral that one. She'll send it across to her partner Garby, who will chip it up to Robbins. Robbins trying to get the shot off. Cannot. Throws it in the slot to McCullough. McCullough goes around behind the net. McCullough trying to shake the Pride defender. Throws one out in front. Not sure it ever made it to Toth. Regal now keeping it in the zone. Now the Pride will take it back. Go back the other now. It's intercepted by Sims. Sims with a nice toe drag to get in. Sims shoots. Oh, and she shot it wide. A real nice play there from Kirsten Sims, but she just put the shot too high. Cross ice pass intended for George on the back door. Couldn't find her. Now the Pride going back the other way. Tingley. She dumps it in. Going to be delayed offsides on the Pride. They're going to have to tag up now. Give the Caesars squad a chance to build from their own zone. That one's dumped up looking for Sims instead. No one will touch that one, and it'll go all the way down for icing. Just under a minute and a half left here in the first period. Score still remaining 1-0, although Kirsten Sims did her very best to try and push that to a 2-1 scoreline, but just nearly missing the net rather, hitting the glass behind it after a beautiful toe drag to get away into the slot. And here she goes now again. Potential 2-on-1. She sends it across the Hall. Hall chips it back in front to Sims, and they score. Not necessarily a true 2-on-1, but it does not matter as Little Caesars puts a second one on the board, and it's Kirsten Sims getting her first goal of the night on a beautiful saucer pass from Taylor Hall. Or Courtney Hall, rather. I'm thinking of the star New Jersey Devil left wing Taylor Hall, the same last name. Courtney is a darn good hockey player, though, as she just showed on that one. It's Sims after another goal here. She goes into the zone. She gets bumped into the boards there. Now the puck works free into the slot. Jang trying to get a hold on it. Hall with the turnaround chance right in front. And it's Toth able to cover that one up for the faceoff. Just under 50 seconds to go here in the first, and the faceoff beat to the right of goalie Allison Toth. Caesars trying to keep the pressure on. Pride trying to go back the other way here as the period winds down. Chip pass ahead for Langbach. Baca. Pride trying to work one out in front. Still Langbach in there. Now Clemens will throw it up the ice for the Pride, or for the, oh my goodness, for Little Caesars rather. My apologies if I keep screwing that up. That one will come all the way down though, and that will be icing against the Washington Pride with 9 seconds even to go here in the first period. Be a defensive zone draw for the Pride to the right of Toth. Face-off one back by the Pride. And now pass ahead will be taken by Komorowski, and she'll just skate out the remaining seconds of the first period as the Horns Hounds to put a cap to a third of this game here. After one, the Little Caesar squad leading 2-0 over the Washington Pride squad. Second goal of that period coming courtesy of Kirsten Sims. First one coming courtesy of Rayla Clemens, and that is how we stand here after one. here at the Bill Graves Ice Complex in Rochester, New York. 2-0 in favor of the U-16 Little Caesars team over the U-16 Washington Pride Squad. Ladies and gentlemen, hope you're enjoying this game so far. I know I certainly am down here at ice level. If you want to catch more action, more JWHL action, you can see all of the games from this weekend be live streamed on our website at jwhl.org, and you can find them later once they are archived on our YouTube page, and you can find that page by searching JWHL at youtube.com. While you're there, we please invite you to subscribe to our page. It won't cost you a thing, but it will allow us to continue to bring you the very best of the Junior Women's Hockey League, both this weekend and beyond. Caesar squad ready to go here. Gotta think they like what was going on for them in that first period strategy-wise, putting two up on the board. Two really nice goals up on the board, too. A really nice coast-to-coast individual effort from Rayla Clemens. I mean, she just turned on the afterburners, drove hard to the net, put one by Pride goalie Allison Toth. And that was followed up by a nice little mini 2-on-1 between Kirsten Sims and Courtney Hall. And it's Hall, the St. Cloud State commit, dumping one across the slot to Sims, who was there to tap it home just seconds after Sims missed a beautiful little breakaway that she created for herself off a wonderful toe drag move to get into the slot. She shot it just high, but was rewarded for her efforts no more than about 30 seconds after, I'd say, to put her team up 2-0, and that is where we stand as the Washington Pride take the ice. And we will look to begin the second stanza of this one. Opening face-off, just about ready to get set. And we are underway here in the second period. It's McCullough coming away with it off the face-off for Little Caesars. McCullough works in, peels off wide. Now we'll just turn and reverse it. She's got two teammates down there. Jang with it now. Jang trying to fight it to Clemens. Clemens now battling for it along the boards. Clemens trying to dig that one out. And it's the Pride going back the other way now. Driving in with it is Lenny. She still has it. Lenny takes the shot. Save there. Big rebound in the slot from Ferentz, but no Pride player able to get the stick on it. It's McCullough going back the other way. She puts a backhand through the slot as she drives hard to the net. Comes back to her in the corner now. McCullough drives down behind the end line. She'll work out in front, send another one right through the slot. No one there on the back door, though, to tap it in for the Caesars squad. Now it's the Pride coming back the other way. Nice back check from Clemens to try and break that one up. And it was Lenny who will just dump it in and go off for a change. Now Ralph with it in the corner. Ralph will peel back, works it into the slot. Spin around chance there for Craven. She couldn't get much on it. Now it's Caesars coming back the other way. Pass up to Clemens. Clemens was flying into the zone. Goes down behind the end line. Now we're going to get a delayed call coming up here. And that will be touched up. We are going to have a tripping penalty being assessed to Hannah Tingley, I do believe. She will sit 2 minutes for tripping. Well, they say in hockey, speed's one of those dangerous assets that if you can get going, you can get people making mistakes. And Rayla Clemens turning the wheels on, kicking into overdrive, and she forced Hannah Tingley to make a decision. Tingley takes her down, and now a power play chance here for Caesars. Robbins wins the faceoff back. Komorowski at the point. She'll work it down to Robbins. Robbins looking, throws it in front. Luff couldn't get a stick on it. Tipped away to the far side wall now. Robbins now has it. She'll work it back into the corner. Hall will give chase behind the net. It'll be swung around the boards where Garbiel almost intercepted, but that one will get by her. Now going charging after it is DeHoot, and she'll chip it all the way down to the goaltender Ferentz, and she'll cover that one up with 1:34 left on the power play. And she'll cover it up for a defensive zone faceoff for Caesars. Face-off one back by Caesars. And take it from behind the net. It's Regal. She'll go charging into the neutral zone. Oh, Hall almost got back on side. The referee determined that she did not get there in time, however. I think she thought a little bit of Miscommunication, mistelepathy there of what the other was going to do. I think Hall thought she was going to get the pass. Regal thought otherwise. Hall almost made it back onside, but just could not quite get back and have a neutral zone face-off that sees Caesars retake possession of the puck. So Regal working it back to Hall. Hall will work it up. Get it up to Luff, who will drive hard down the far side. Now it's Robbins trying to take control of it back behind the puck. Luff takes the shot. That one goes off the outside of the post, and then Robbins sends it right through the crease off the rebound chance. George now giving chase. George makes a little move behind her own net to get away. Now she'll come up with the puck. Gets it up to Luff. Luff will drive wide. Now she'll take it behind the net. Luff looking for something to do with it. She'll pass it out to George. George will now swing it around behind the net to Hall. Hall already looking who she can find. Finds Clemens right off the bench. Hall banks it off the boards to Sims. Sims will wheel around by the circle. Sims will take it herself into the high slot. Pass it off to Regal. Regal will take the shot. And we're going to have a whistle. That one will be blown dead. Couldn't quite hear what referee said. Might have been, I didn't think Sims took it offsides, but she might have. Nevertheless, neutral zone face-off. I apologize. I could hear what the refs are saying, but I have on a winter hat and these earmuffs right now, so I am, my hearing capabilities are slightly limited. Sims now has it. She leaves it for Regal at the point. Regal will collapse in, take this shot. Save there by Toth as the penalty expires. Clemens now with it. She works it back up and point to Luff. Luff will chip it in towards the net. Goes right out in front. Grabbed there by Toth, or else Clemens had another little chance right in front of the net. Defensive zone draw here for Washington. Caesars trying to battle away for it. Clemens now trying to take it in behind the net. She has it. Peels back, goes the other way. Passes one out in front. Shot there. Save again by Toth. Taken back behind the net by McCullough. McCullough still with it. Little work away. Throws it in front. And it was Clemens who was just unable to get the tap in. Sims now working in front. She takes the shot. That one's kicked into the corner by Toth. Little Caesars putting the pressure on here. It's Sims again. She throws it into the slot. Clemens works free. Chips one just wide. Puck now gets swung around the boards to McCullough. McCullough cross ice pass to Garby. She throws one right through the slot, and Clemens couldn't quite corral that one either. Pride trying to get out of the zone. Probably looking for a line change here. We've been pinned down in their own end quite some time now. Sims with it again. Sends it in the slot to Garby. She takes the shot. Does not go in. That one rang off the crossbar. Good shot there from Garby, but she finds iron. Sims now trying to drag her way back in the slot. She takes the shot. Save again by Toth. Sims again on the backhand. Not sure if that one ever got through. Sims now again works into the slot. Takes the shot. Another save by Toth. Toth being bombarded here. Little Caesar scoring opportunities. Finally, the Pride are able to get some puck possession. Working ahead with Tingley. She'll dump it into the zone. But that one will go all the way down for icing. .46 left to go here in the second period. As this one comes all the way back down into the Pride defensive zone. Face off to the left is Toth. Face off one back by Little Caesars. Regal keeps it in at the point. Works it down low to Jang. Jang leaves it there for Robbins. Robbins trying to find Regal back up at the point. She's unable to keep it in. Regal working right in front of a bench. Try and keep possession of the puck. Gets turned over. Now it's Langbecka. She loses it for the Pride. Now Langbecka giving chase after it on the forecheck. It's George now trying to work it free. That will be poked back to center. But the Pride can try and regroup here. It's chipped ahead. Now worked across. It's Regal with it now. Regal sends it up to Jang. Jang will kind of kick it into the zone. And we'll have another defensive zone face-off here for the Washington Pride. This one appears as though it's going to be to the right goaltender, Allison Toth. Robin stepping in to take the face-off for Caesars. She's able to win it for Jang. Will fire to the other side for George. George will throw it down. Chance right out in front for Jang. Again, not sure if that one ever made it to Toth, but nevertheless, it does not go in for Jang. Now it gets thrown all the way back down the ice. Ferentz will have to play that one off into the corner for her squad. Now it's the Pride trying to get something going. We're looking to work out in front of the net there. And now we are going to have a holding call upcoming here. I believe to Lauren Regal. Yeah. And she seems incredibly pleased to be in the penalty box with me at this moment. So the game's the Washington Pride going on the power play for their first opportunity of the game as they look to cut into this Little Caesar deficit. Little Caesar lead, their deficit, rather. Trying to keep puck in now. It's McLaughlin. She gives it to a teammate. Shot there coming from Schuler. That'll be grabbed and held by Ferentz. Pride trying to put the pressure on Little Caesars here. Keeping the puck in the corner. Goes around behind the net. Now it's Clemens able to come away with it for Little Caesars. She looks to drive it up. She's still got it as she gets knocked down on the play. Now gets back to her feet and trying to fight for the puck again. But it's the Pride coming back the other way. McLaughlin. She sends that one up to a teammate, looking for Langbecka. Battle for it along the near side boards. Puck finally comes free. Shot there. That'll be snared and held by Ferentz for a defensive zone faceoff. .9:30 left to go here in the second. 59 seconds of penalty time still to be killed for Little Caesars and still to be capitalized on for the Pride. Face-off one back by Caesars, with the Pride are there to intercept the clearing attempt. Tingley keeping that one at the point, sends it down low. Now battle for it in the near side corner. Pride able to come away with it. Pausing there was Ralph. She leaves it for Moeller. Moeller still with it. She takes the shot now, and Ferentz will knock that one down, covered up for a faceoff. Face-off sees Luff come away with it for Caesars, and she'll look to go back ahead. Doesn't get very far. Now she's able to poke it back all the way down on net, where Toth will play it off behind the net. Luff still battling for it, still giving chase for it. Penalty set to expire here. As Regal rejoins the play. And now it's Hall intercepting for Caesars, going back the other way. And now the Pride able to take the puck back, and it's Lenny coming back up the ice. She gives the puck away, though, and Luff will now come back for Caesars before she has it knocked off her stick by Moeller. The late offsides here against Caesars causes them to have to tag up. Now a breakout pass is intercepted by Hall. Kept in now by Luff. Luff still keeping it in. Now works it down to Hall. Hall works it out in front, sends the backhand, and they score! Kelly McCullough putting that one home for the Little Caesars squad. And they take a 3-0 lead here with 7:54 to go in the second period. The interception by Courtney Hall started it all. And it was finished off by Kelly McCullough as she picks up her first goal of the evening to put the Pride in a 3-0 hole now. Center ice face-off, sees the Pride come away with it. Chipped up along the boards. Clemens, she's now got it again. She's looking for another one. Clemens goes wide, using her speed to get by again. Wheels behind the net. Pauses. Now spins away. Still with the puck now is Clemens. Clemens tried to fire that one off the boards. Found Robbins. Clemens now has it again in the corner. Clemens wheels around again. Clemens works it down behind the net to Robbins. Robbins pass out in front. And it was Komorowski pinching, but she couldn't get much on the shot. Jang now trying to battle for it. Pride able to get it, but not out of the zone this far as Garby's there to intercept. Now it does finally come out of the zone. Where the Pride will chase. And now, much to Rayla Clemens' dismay, she will sit 2 minutes. And the Pride will go back on the power play here with 7:02 remaining in the second. Caesars taking control of the puck off the face-off in their defensive zone. Looking to kill a little bit of time. Komorowski swings it around the boards. Kept in there. Now taken out of the zone. Coming in on goal is Sims. Sims goes forehand, backhand. Can't put it away. Sims with another nice display of skill and speed, but she's just unable to poke that one home. Komorowski now retreats in her own zone with the puck. She sends it back up to Sims. Sims will look to take on the Pride herself again. Sims peels back. She's got her head up. Makes a move. Skates ahead. Moves into the zone. Sims moves right in the slot. Takes the shot. Sends that one wide. Washington trying to clear, but it's Sims there to intercept again. And now going back the other way into their own zone will be Little Caesars, and it's going to be cleared ahead by George. As the Pride were changing. Under a minute now left to go on that penalty. Pride trying to build something on this power play out of their own zone. It's Tingley carrying it up. She tried to clear it up for a teammate, but George intercepts and clears it back ahead for Little Caesars. Taken back ahead by Ralph. Ralph comes in, takes the shot, and that one will be snared and held by the goaltender Ferentz for a defensive zone faceoff with 35 seconds left on the minor penalty. Pride taking it behind the net, trying to get something going on their power play opportunity. Thus far unable to. It's George taking it behind the net for Caesars. She'll swing it around to the far side. Kill a few more seconds off that penalty. That one swung back behind the net. George going back after it. Penalty set to expire. And that one will be thrown right on net to Ferentz, and she'll grab that one and hold it with 3 seconds to go on the penalty. Rayla Clemens itching to get back out on the ice here. Help her squad out. Face off to the right of Ferentz, one back into the corner. As Clemens rejoins play, she'll go to the bench for a change. Now it's the Pride going back the other way. Wide angle shot will be covered and held by Ferentz as Cote let it go from the far side boards. 4:47 left to go in the second period. Scoreline still reads 3-0. Couple power play chances for the Pride have thus far proven unsuccessful. And it's been Caesars holding much of the control in this match so far. They have the puck again with George. She swings it back behind the net. This one's swung around the boards. Zhang now trying to gather it. She throws it up the ice. Tried to find Luff, could not. Now it's the Pride going back the other way. Chipped into the zone by Voss. Caesars there to recover. Clearing attempt. Intercepted at the blue line by Schuler and sent back in. Now the Pride trying to get something going here. Pass into the slot would not go, however, and it's Luff coming back the other way through the neutral zone. Luff gaining some speed. Drives wide, drives down behind the end line. Luff looking for a teammate now. Luff sends it into the slot to Sims. Sims pokes it by one, dangles another. Now gets the puck knocked off her stick. She goes, gets it by the boards. She'll leave it at the point to George. George will chip it in. Zhang now battling for it in the far side corner. This one will come back on the point to George. George a little space to work. Gets it to Sims. Sims trying to drag into the slot. Cannot. George there to keep it alive for Caesars. Now it'll get poked out of the zone. Back to neutral ice. George will have to retreat back to her own zone as Caesars looks to reset and get set back up. Pass up there, I believe deflected off of Sims' skate. No icing. Washington trying to get out of their own zone now. Schuler, she clears it up in the neutral zone. Komorowski there for the Caesars to recover. Swings it across to George. Will chip it up the boards. Now the Pride there, fling it right back in. A couple of them will give chase. Some of them will go for a change. George behind her own net, works it out to McCullough, or Komorowski, that was rather working from behind her own net. Now it's up to Hall into the offensive zone. Hall throws one in front of the net, and a deflection there just would not go from Sims. She has the puck again now along the far side boards. Sims leaves it on the point for Komorowski. He'll chip it back in. Now Hall giving chase in the far side corner. She's got it. Hall tried to find Sims on the pass, could not. Kept in, though, by Komorowski. And she gives chase now, right in front of her own bench. Chipped into the corner. Going after it with this Hall behind the net. Pass out in front, and they score. And it's going to be Kelly McCullough again, her second of the evening. Another assist for Taylor Hall, and Little Caesars takes a 4-0 lead here with 2:10 remaining in the second. Another nice play down low results in a second goal here for Kelly McCullough and her squad, sitting comfortably now with a 4-0 lead as this second period winds down. Pride trying to get something going on offense here. Trying to work it in the zone. Battle for it right along the Caesar blue line. Komorowski now with the puck, retreats in her own zone. Now try to clear it up, finds Luff. Will poke it the rest of the way. This one works back to the blue line, cleared up ahead. And able to get it in the zone of the Pride with Langbecka. She lost it though. Caesars recovering with Garby. Swings it around to Komorowski. Still bouncing around right in front of the scorer's booth here. Clemens comes away with it. She sends it up to Luff. Luff into the zone, works into the slot, takes the shot. That one went wide. Luff has it again behind the net. Now working into the corner. Now she'll poke it back behind the net for Clemens. Clemens will throw it out in front. Couldn't quite get it to Regal, however. Now it'll be cleared out of the zone by a diving member of the Pride. And George will retreat in her own zone behind her own net, harassed there by Ralph. 40 seconds to go here in the second. Pass up ahead to Hall. She was standing right at the line. Pass out in front, save there. Rebound chance thrown right through the crease by Hall. Another chance there from Courtney Hall and Kirsten Sims, but they are unable to connect on that one. George now has it in her own zone. She sends it across to her partner Regal. And Regal will just kind of pause and swing it right back to George. Jang will poke it loose up in the neutral zone. Tried to find Hall. Hall couldn't corral it though. I'm going to go back the other way. Now it's Regal there to intercept, but she couldn't find Sims with her pass. And now the puck will bounce around as the Pride go forward, but the period buzzer will sound. And at the end of 2 periods, we have a score of 4-0 in favor of the Little Caesars squad. These two teams will take another brief intermission. There will be no cutting of the ice in this moment. We will take another brief little intermission and then go straight to the third period. Ladies and gentlemen, we hope you're enjoying this game this evening between the Little Caesars and Washington Pride U-16 squads. I'd like to remind you that this game, as well as all the others from this weekend and beyond in the Junior Women's Hockey League, can be found live streaming at jwhl.org and archived on our YouTube page by searching JWHL at youtube.com. Once you find our YouTube page, we invite you to please subscribe. It will not cost you a thing, but it will indeed allow us to continue to bring you the very best of the Junior Women's Hockey League, both later on tonight, tomorrow, and beyond. And we're just about ready to get going here. In the third period, seeming as though the refs looking to, I think everyone a little tired at this point in the day, looking to get through this one. 4-0 score line. Little Caesars fairly in control right now. We're looking to get through this game and wrap it up for the evening. We do still have one more game that we played at 8:10 p.m. That puck drop can be viewed on our website, jwhl.org, live streaming. That will be the U-19 Little Caesars squad and the Ottawa Lady 67s. Here is Little Caesars U-16 trying to go back the other way. It's Sims again with a chance. Puck bouncing around in front of the net, but Jang unable to get a stick. Now fired from the point. Good shot there from Regal. Steered into the corner, though, by Toth. And now we're going to have puck come all the way back down. Played down by a high stick of Little Caesars. That will cause a defensive zone faceoff right to the left to goaltender Natalie Ferentz. Caesars wins the faceoff. They swing it around the boards to Zhang. Zhang works it in the neutral zone, but has it taken away from her by Solis. Now Zhang trying to corral it along the near side board. Solis has other ideas, takes it away from her. Now George will swing it back to the far side, where Voss will give chase for the Pride. She'll chip it up. Now Sims will go charging ahead. She chips it by a defender. Sims trying to drive towards the net. Is able to. Sims puts that one on goal, but Toth able to kick it away with the pad. Pride trying to come back up ahead. Impeded there right along their blue line by McCullough. Sims battling in there. Now the puck finally does come free. And free so McLaughlin can take on the entire Little Caesars line herself as her reinforcements arrive from the bench now. It's Regal with it for Caesars. Her clearing pass gets intercepted by Byram. Byram tried to fire the shot off, but it got knocked off her stick before she could. That was Langbecka battling for it behind the net, but it's McCullough now coming away for Caesars. McCullough weaves her way into the slot. She takes the shot. That'll be snared and held by Toth to give her team a defensive zone draw with 15:08 to go here in the third. This face-off will be to Toth's right. Now Pride trying to work it out of their zone. Now to go back in, a delayed offside. Caesars will retreat to their own blue line with Komorowski and Garby. Garby clears it up ahead for McCullough. McCullough spins around at her blue line. Tried to work it to Robbins, could not. Intercepted instead by Yamaguchi. Now it'll be thrown back down behind the end line. Garby with it now. She'll wheel around looking for an option. Sends it up to McCullough. McCullough will skate around her zone a little bit. Pursued there by the stick of Byram. Now it's McCullough coming back the other way. She has it taken away from her, though. It's Tingley goes charging ahead. Komorowski there to recover near her own blue line. Sends it over to Garby. Garby now finds Sims, and Sims will go charging ahead. It's Sims against the Pride. As Sims' reinforcements come from the bench, she leaves it for Hall. Hall drives wide, comes in, takes the shot, sends that one high and wide, though. Sims now battles for it, but the Pride come away with it in the corner, and they'll come away with it up to ice. Up to center ice, that is. Now into the Little Caesar zone. It's George behind her own net. She'll work into the far side corner, and then pause, has it taken away from her there. Pride trying to work a scoring chance with Lenny. Now Ralph in the corner. Ralph weaves her way into the slot. Ralph still with it. Throws a little backhand on net. Steered aside into the corner by Ferentz. Now Hall coming back the other way. Hall and Sims. Clearing pass across the slot. They tried it again. Sims just out of her reach, though. Sims now trying to leave it at the point to Regal. Wasn't quite far enough. Now Regal will have to retreat to her own blue line where she'll chip it back up to Sims, and Sims will go charging back ahead. Sims works her way into the zone, leaves it for Hall. Hall wind and fire. She sent that one wide, though. Didn't get a whole lot on it. Sent it a little bit wide. Now it's Sims with it again. Sims clears it across the crease. That one's now intercepted and taken back the other way by Ralph. Ralph trying to weave her way into the zone. Ralph trying to do it all by herself. The puck, now she collides with the goaltender, and the shot rings off the post. The Pride with a chance there as Natalie Ferentz was flat on her back after a collision with Mariah Ralph. But a shot rang off the post, and it's McCullough now coming back the other way. She takes the shot. Kick save there by Toth. McCullough still with the puck. Now Komorowski giving chase in front of the Pride bench. Battle for it right by the Pride blue line now. Couple members of each squad in there to try and dig it out. Jang able to get it for Caesars. McCullough now wheels around to her own blue line. Look to carry it ahead now. She gets it up to Clemens. Clemens will drive towards the net. Clemens puts it on net, and that one finds its way in. Look to see who it is. I do believe, though, it is Kelly McCullough picking up her third. That is a hat trick for Kelly McCullough, as she makes it 5-0 here in the third period. Another nice play by Rayla Clemens using her speed to create a chance. And it's Kelly McCullough picking up the rebound, putting it 5-hole on Toth. And that will give Little Caesars a 5-0 advantage here with 11:40 left in the third. Poked back ahead by Regal. Cleared across ice to Luff. Luff trying to drive towards the end line. Battle for it now behind the net. Robbins comes with it, passes right out in front to Hall. Hall puts the backhand. That one goes wide of the net. Now comes back up on the point to Regal. Regal, she'll take a point shot. That one skipped through. I'm not sure it ever got a piece of toss, but it was definitely right there for the taking. Now swings around to the near side boards to George as she pinches from her defensive position. And now we have a stoppage in play. And now we're going to have offsetting minor penalties here. Coincidental minors here going to both 17s. Courtney Hall and Logan Yamaguchi will both sit. As we got about 10:50 left to play here in the third period. Shot there coming from the point. Never made it through. Now it's the Pride going back the other way. Langbecka trying to work it into the zone for the Pride. Pride keeping it in the zone. Down behind the net with Langbecka. She chips it into the corner. McLaughlin tried to grab it. Now Luff going back the other way. She'll chip it ahead for Caesars and peel off for a change as Clemens gives chase. Clemens will wheel it into the corner. McCullough now will chip it back behind the net for Clemens. Battle for it now behind the net. Now Jang battling forward along the far side boards with Clemens. Clemens chips it back towards the corner. We reversed around with Tingley, and she'll look to come back ahead. She didn't get very far, though. Now taken back by Jang. She keeps it in. Now it's Sims with the puck as she drives towards the net. Sims takes the shot, and she scores. Kirsten Sims picking up her second of the afternoon, or of the evening cap, rather, here. And it is now 6-0 in favor of Little Caesars. Puck now pokes back into the Little Caesar defensive zone, swung around the boards. Robbins couldn't quite get to it. Now she does come away with it, sends it back up to Jang. Jang will poke it back ahead. Schuler will give chase for the Pride. Now battle for along the near side boards. Puck just kind of bouncing around the neutral zone. Now comes to Garby. And now Garby will retreat back into her own zone and just send it ahead in the neutral zone. Pride coming back the other way with Scavato. Scavato takes the shot, blockered away there by Ferentz. Puck sent ahead. Sims thought about the chase, decided not to. Now it's Rowan coming back the other way with some speed for the Pride. Rowan drives wide, takes the shot, saved there by Ferentz. She pokes it away. Keeping it in the zone, though, is Scavato. She pokes it back into the far side corner. DeHoot battling for it in behind the net. Now we're going to have a delayed call coming up. And as the coincidentals expire, what appears, though, that Grace Garby is going to be the next victim to join me in the penalty box. And that will send the Pride Back to the power play. The official call is a roughing minor. It was 7:59 here. In the third, we are going to switch over to a running clock here, so the clock will not stop from this point on. Defensive zone draw here on the penalty kill for Little Caesars. Pride win the face-off, win it back to the point to Yamaguchi. Now work down behind the net, back out to Byram. She's got along the far side, works it back on the point to Yamaguchi, back to Byram. She works it back down low, back in the slot to Byram. She couldn't get much of the shot. Now she puts a backhand in the net. And it's Megan Byram capitalizing on the power play chance for the Washington Pride as they get one back here, cut that deficit to 5 goals now. It'll be 6-1 officially on the board in favor of the Little Caesars squad. And now the Pride looking to come back ahead, looking to grab another one. They taken away in the neutral zone by Sims as she'll drive back into the zone. And now it's taken back the other way. Lang, Becca, and McLaughlin going back ahead for the Pride. Puck drives down behind the end line. Jang now has it. She sends it back up to Luff, and Luff will go charging ahead. Luff drives down towards the end line. Will try and work it behind the net. Doesn't get very far there, impeded by the Washington defender, and the Pride will look to work back out of their zone. Breakout pass here. That was intended for McLaughlin. She could not get to it in time. Now it'll be Cote for the Pride as she drives towards the end line. Puck now comes free on Sims's stick behind the Caesars net. She clears one up for Luff. Luff couldn't get there in time, and now the Pride will go back the other way. It's Tingley. She drives it in, puts one on net. That one will be covered up and held by the goaltender Ference for defensive zone face-off, with the rolling clock stating that we have about 5.5 minutes left to go here in the third period. Defensive zone draw for the Caesars squad to the left of their goaltender Ference. Pride work it free off the face-off. Trying to take a shot there was Cote, but she could not get it free. And now it's Hall going back the other way for Caesars. Hall drives down behind the line, throws it out in front of the net. Robbins couldn't get a stick on it, got tied up in her feet. Now coming back the other way, the Pride. Coming back with some speed is Voss. Voss drives wide, chips one out in front. That one will be knocked down and covered up by Ference, and we'll have a face-off once again in the Little Caesars defensive zone. Face-off to the right of Ference. Pride come away with it again off the face-off and poked in behind the net by Ralph. Caesars trying to work it out on their own zone now with Hall. Hall clearing pass for Robbins. Doesn't find her. Waved off for icing, though. That one will go down behind the net. Robbins and another teammate who I cannot identify. And now Robbins gets knocked out in the corner. She's slow to get up. No apologies, that was not Robbins that got knocked down. That was Rayla Clemens that was slow to get to her feet, but she appears to be all right, giving her coach the A-OK response as she returned back to the bench. And now we have a face-off for offsides right off of that face-off. This one will be along the far side in front of the Pride bench. Now McCullough wheels around in the offensive zone. Sends a cross ice for Regal. She takes the shot. That one's knocked down. Good save there by Toth. Caesar's still trying to keep the pressure on here. Just about 4 minutes left to go now in the third period. It's Regal taking it behind her net. Regal will wheel it around the boards to Jang. Jang will fire it back up the near side boards. Pride trying to work it deep, but they cannot. As it's coming back here with Sims. Sims will score for her hat trick. Kirsten Sims. If my memory serves me correctly, that is her hat trick goal. And now two players, both Kelly McCullough and Kirsten Sims, registering hat tricks tonight for the Little Caesars U-16 squad. A good night for them, as it is now 7-1 in favor of the Little Caesars squad. And it's Washington trying to come back the other way. They don't get very far, though, before the puck's taken away from them again. Here's Luff coming back up the other way. Her pass ahead gets intercepted. Taken back by DeHoot, or she gave it away. Now it's just kind of bouncing around in the Pride zone. No one able to get a good handle on it. Now DeHoot does work it up to Langbecka. My apologies, Rowan. And Rowan will drive down behind the end line. DeHoot tried to dig it free behind the net. Could not. Pride trying to keep it in. Caesars trying to work it out. Now battle for it in the far side corner here. Pride dig it free. Pass right in front of the net. Unable to connect on it, though, is Craven. Now it's poked along the near side boards. Taken by Luff, and she'll carry it up. She sends it cross ice for Hall. Hall will weave. She fell down as she took the shot. Still got on the net. Kicked away by Toth. Sims goes flying into the offensive zone, but she gets knocked over. And now it's Yamaguchi going back the other way for the Pride. She fell over, though. Now Caesars will intercept, and players falling down all over the ice now as Regal takes a tumble. McCullough now, she'll grab it and go in behind her own net. Look to work it out. Hits Jang in the skate with the pass. And George will have to retreat behind her own net. George will swing it around to McCullough. McCullough unable to grab it. Pride keeping in the zone, but not for long, as it's Sims going back the other way. Sims works it up to Jang, but Jang got in offside. And now it's Anya Jang who will sit for 2 minutes here. She was displeased with that offside call. And that one will be cleared off the face-off here as we're under a minute to go. Caesars looking to just kind of skate this one out here. It's George chipping it back up in the neutral zone. Sims now has it. Sims sends it back to George. George will fire it back down the ice with about 30 seconds left to go in this one. Pride taking it behind their net with Sarich. About 15 seconds to go now as Sims retreats to center ice. She'll send it cross ice for George. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. As I'm Now in the penalty box by Anya Jang. There's some questions about commentating as this one runs out. And that one will be a victory for the Little Caesar squad. They take this one 7-1.